Hello everyone and welcome to our SDGs5 for Dummies. Today I will discuss the issue of gender equality and show you how to achieve it. What is SDGs5? This important goal is one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The full title of SDGs5 is Achieving Gender Equality and Empowering All Women and Girls. Its main goal is to eliminate all forms of gender inequality and discrimination against women and girls globally, ensuring that they can participate equally in all fields and obtain equal opportunities and rights. SDGs5 not only pay attention to sexual violence and domestic violence, but also pay attention to various aspects such as women's status in work and politics, education and illiteracy. By achieving SDGs5, we can build a more fair, equal and inclusive society. First, let's look at the data on sexual and domestic violence. According to the latest WHO report, around 736 million women worldwide, 1 in 3, have experienced physical and sexual violence. Just like in the UK, 1 in 5 women faces intimate relationship violence. Even 30% of men and women think that it is reasonable for men to beat their female partners. In addition, in low and middle income countries such as Kiribati, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Bangladesh, and Solomon Islands, more than half of women have experienced at least one domestic violence. Next, we look at gender inequality. According to statistics, women are responsible for 75% of the world's housekeeping responsibilities. In addition to going to work, they also travel between schools, supermarkets and homes every day. Women do most of the housework. Their lives are filled with endless tasks and responsibilities. Now we turn to the place of women in work and politics. Among 10,493 companies in 51 countries around the world, the average proportion of female directors is only 19.7%. And at S&P 500 companies, less than 6% of CEOs are women. It's as if fewer than 20 of the 10,493 directors are women. Finally, we look at the issues of education and illiteracy. There are 320 million girls of primary school age who are out of school in the world, accounting for 53% of all out-of-school children. Another 773.5 million adults are illiterate, of which women account for 61.3%. The 3 worst countries are in Africa. They are South Sudan, Central Africa and Guinea. For every 10 out-of-school children, 5 are girls. 6 out of every 10 illiterate people in the world are women. These data help us understand the phenomenon of gender inequality, which puts women in a disadvantaged position. Next, let's take a look at what problems and impacts these will cause. Gender inequality can have profound effects on societies and individuals. For example, women's education and career development are limited, and their wages are lower than men's, which weakens their economic status and independence. In addition, the proportion in the political arena or the workplace is relatively small, which leads to unfair bias towards women in company or national policies. Women are more vulnerable to gender-based violence and abuse. This includes physical and psychological abuse, which violates their safety and dignity. In occupational fields, female participation is low in fields such as science, technology, engineering and mathematics, limiting diversity in innovation and development. The impact of gender inequality is very complicated, and there are many points that have not been mentioned. Therefore, we should work hard to practice SDGs5 and jointly safeguard women's rights. Before that, let us see how other countries do it. Delhi, India, has always been a city where sexual assaults are frequent, and women are extremely unsafe. 2 Indians, Kalpana Vishwanath and Ashish Basu, founded the app Safety Pin in 2013. Through this program, users can enter data such as lighting, visibility, traffic, population density, etc., so as to rate the safety of each public area. So far, there have been more than 51,000 data points on this program. In addition, in Europe, the Spanish police unit established the Vigen system to coordinate the information of law enforcement, social welfare and judicial units that may involve gender-based violence cases, so as to seek clearer protection measures. The AI risk assessment model of the Vigen system can formulate 3 levels of re-attack risk for the perpetrator, based on the violent behavior and severity. With hierarchy, police units can implement different levels of protection. The above 2 foreign applications are effective in making women safer, and more avoiding danger. In Taiwan, there is an organization called Little Red Hood, which is the first non-profit organization in Taiwan focused on menstrual issues. It advocates for menstrual equity, promotes comprehensive and inclusive menstrual education, and protects women's rights to prevent them from falling into the vicious cycle of menstrual poverty. So, what can we do? As ordinary people, there are many ways to practice SDGs 5. First, avoid gender stereotypes and discrimination by yourself. Second, support and purchase goods and services from gender-responsive businesses. Third, participate in gender equality-related seminars and lectures to increase understanding of gender equality issues. Fourth, sharing and promoting gender equality messages and information on social media. Fifth, give women appropriate support and encouragement to develop their talents and potential. Sixth, no tolerance for gender discrimination and violence in any setting. Seventh, pass on the correct values to your children, and ask your children to treat siblings or classmates equally. Glad you watched the whole video. Gender equality is a very important issue. We must work together to achieve it. You can practice SDGs 5 in the way I just gave you. I hope this video can give you a better understanding of gender equality issues. Thank you for watching and wish you a wonderful day.